Dang. Oh man, dude. Oh my goodness. Thank you, boss. Oh man. I was on mute. Oh man. Oh man. Thank you, boss. Anyways, let me start over, everybody. Let me start over because apparently I was on mute for the last freaking 4 minutes. 4 minutes of dead silence. Uh Playing Boulder Gates 3. Welcome back, Jackal. Welcome back, Cholesterol. Welcome back, boss. Anyways, what I was saying, boss, I like your enthusiasm. You were here. Apparently, somehow you figured out that I was going to stream. It's good. Good job, Jackal. Welcome back, Cholesterol. Welcome back. Uh, Dang. Well, y'all didn't hear me talk about how good my coffee is. I got the last of my creamer in it, so we got to sip on it to make it last 2 hours. I was talking about within that 4 minutes of dead silence, I talked about my glasses. I cleaned them. I got to make an appointment on Monday. Black Rifle Coffees, good coffee. Let's see what else. That's it. Oh, I was talking about Gregor here being an arcane dex build, right? Yeah, and many life important things. Yes, man. Coffee is important. And if you like tea, I suggest everybody go check out David's Tea online. I'm not sponsored or anything, but when I went to Canada, and Calistro can confirm this, David's Tea is the good tea. So anyways, I'm giving the old Inquisitor a break because he's an old man. He's 43. And I'm going to get Gregor here, and we're going to level him up a little bit. But if the lore requires it, we'll switch over to the Inquisitor because he may be old and tired, but his spirit is young. He's a young lad from the Badlands with a spirit of gold. Nod. I gave up caffeine. It's miserable. Oh my goodness, man. Did you give it up because you became a Mormon, or did you give it up for health reasons? I prefer coffee to fuel my dark soul. Yes, man. Yes. And the only reason I know Mormons give up coffee because I know a few Mormons. Yep, I do. I do. David's Tea, yum. Yes, Calishal, you know how good it is. Let's see. What can we do? You know what? Let's go kill this monster. Let's see what we can do. We have these giants. Do they have the? I don't have. He doesn't have. What? What the? He doesn't have a telescope? Oh my goodness. Poor Gregor. I've been neglecting him. We have to kill this thing. Get some telescope money. You gotta have a telescope. Gotta have it. If you don't have mods, you gotta have a telescope. Gregor, make him work. Oh, Gregor, no, come on. Gregor, you're looking bad in front of Jackal. Oh my god. Now you're making me look bad. Gregor. Kill this guy. Oh, well, what was in that? Well, where is your sword? Oh my... Gregor, you nincompoop. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nah, poor Gregor. He's real rusty. Kale would be very disappointed in Gregor. All right, Gregor. You have another chance to absolve yourself of the sins of the original sin, which is making the Inquisition look bad. All right, because we need that telescope money, Gregor. Pick up those rooms. All right, Gregor. All right, he absolved himself. All right, now we got telescope money. Let's go get a telescope. Pitbull violence. Well, you know how we do it. You know how we do it in Puerto Rico. All right, let's see.
Wait, well, you're...
Calais. Yep, right there. Money. Oh, buy those. Okay, he's broke. Bye, Calais. Wait, come on, Greg, or come on. All right, it is going to be this one. All right, so here's a question that I've often talked to Callistro about, and it is the statue on top of this grave, these catacombs here. That arm looks pretty familiar, right? That's the arm that we see in Mikla's. It's almost bent just like that, right? If that person is alive, because they have, or unless they have rigor mortis, if that person's alive and they're taking him to the catacombs here, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say it. Do y'all think that's Godwin and America, or do you think it's just a nobody and a nobody? Because I like pointing at the heavens. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean, boss. You know what? You know, I don't know if the stream's good enough to see the detail because my internet's not that good. But if you look at this statue of the headless person, it looks like the statue was made without the head because the ripples of the fabric go over it, over the stump of the neck. Well, let me see if I can get a better angle. Because if that's true, that totally throws off everything that I thought. Because I thought that the head had eroded away or fallen off. But if it's like a headless and it does look like a headless mausoleum sentinel. It's not defaced. It was made that way. Yeah, I am now just learning this now. Thank you, boss. That's a curious thing. Headless means a blind, eternal duty. You know what? I think you might be right. But if and I'm sure you get that from the Mausoleum Knights, right? But if the Mausoleum Knights are doing that, then where are these? Well, I guess I'm gonna say females that have their heads cut off, unless it's just like a myth or a legend of some type, kind of like Rouse. Let's look on the other side of her, see if there's any markings or anything. Seems like a undertaker, like literally an undertaker. Nothing. I don't know. It's just gonna be a mystery, I suppose. Is that like the start of a Erd tree sapling there? Oh, she does. She does. You know what? Let's go look. Let's go look in the catacombs here underneath. Level 40. I should be able to do it. Okay, all right, without any problems. Okay. Oh wait. Let's see if there's any snakes on this. No. Okay. The I think these catacombs. Ooh, did my voice crack? The Belfry scrolls. The Belfry scrolls. Yes, the ones that are looking in different directions. There's your 8-pointed sigil there, right there in that circle. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 of them. Instead it's kind of like a star, like a spiral connecting. It's whatchamacallit. There is yeah. Another one of your stars. The sigil for some elevators. If it is a sigil for some elevators, then we know this is Nox coded or Nox involved, because this is. Oh, here's a better picture of that. Another 8, an octagon. Well, this is definitely not Nox because it doesn't glow, right? It doesn't glow, and it's not magical. There is ghost flame though, because we have the pale flame here, especially in the candles. Ghost flame up there. And this is where we begin the game too. Let's see, can he unlock this? Yes, he can. All right, so we have Godwin sigils right there, the malformed dragon, or banished knights, you could say. I do believe maybe posting something later on architecture similar to Liurnian is related to death. I would agree. I would, and if you do post something like that, I would definitely like to read it. Here is the lady that we see the Undertaker praying to. Oh, look, there's a different one there, a different pose. Her head is up here and her head is pointed down. You know what? One thing I don't like about the Night Rain is that with the Undertaker, we're never gonna see what her religion was, or what her background what abbey she came from or anything like that, because there seems to be no representation of that either in this game either, which is like, now if there was some connection to this game, that'd be nice. So I can only assume that the Undertaker's religion that she comes from is from outside the lands between. Oh, do I have something to combat this? No, I'm just gonna have to burn with poison. Wait, do I have a bow? I don't even have a bow. No, we should probably come back. I don't have a bow to fight this. Oh, jump. Oh, God. Oh, dang. The headless goddess, maybe it means she cannot interfere with the physical world, or just good old defaced statue. No, I don't think it's a defaced statue. There's it kicked me all the way out here. No, I don't think it is. I think it's the eternal duty, like you were saying. I think that falls more in line with what we're seeing. Hey, Nostal. Oh no, not a new character. It's old Gregor here. He's one of my alts. He's level 40. We're just leveling up and looking around Limgrave. Let's see. I guess everything's done in Central Limgrave. Let's go to Weeping Peninsula. Oh wait, I still have to do this area there. Anybody want to come do the what is that? What is this place called? The mine in Limgrave. Wait, does he have anything leveled? Leveled 1. There's a minor Erd tree, another one, and another one. I don't know. Has anybody ever noticed that there's still green leaves on the Erd tree? Just noticed that. I wonder if it's only in the beginning of the game that it has green leaves. There we go. Secret passageway. What do we get? Golden rune. Nothing. a little death blighty. I didn't see. Well, I'll have to look again to see if it's. What you mean? We'll see. Because I wonder. Look, this one. He's only got one eye, so he only has half grace. Man, level 40 feels really soft and weak. Pickaxe. Rattle Boyal. Welcome. The seal on the tree itself, I always wondered if it was a visual calendar regarding the growth of the tree, or the tree like those oh blah, I can't read tonight. Like through the ages it has passed through to be at its current incarnation. Okay, so you're talking about that yeah, over there in the one area that's not burnt up, it has that column of like a timeline, right? But Rattle Boy, yeah, you could be correct that it is like a history thing, or some people see it as a prophecy of what's to come, right? You know, well, of course, a prophecy. To me, I see it as like not a prophecy, but probably more of a history, because the dark sky, because of the dark sky. Check again during daytime and when it's sunnier. Okay, I will. And these guys, we all know that these guys are failed magicians or academy sorcerers, or at least the ones in Liurnia are. Dang, these rats are gonna kill me. Watch out for the rats, they bite. Yes, history. That's a yeah. That's a yeah. Because you'll see a lot of I don't know if you watch a lot of lore videos, but you'll see a lot of lore videos. They lean onto the prophecy a lot, and there might be some prophecy in the game, but I tend not to lean too much into prophecy, but I do acknowledge that there is stuff there. But to me, that's definitely like a history or like a history of what was to come or what was. Oh God. Let's switch up sword. This thing is too slow for these guys. Why do I have 3 of those? Holy crap. I'm dangerous. Too slow for those dogs. All right. Rada Boyal, he says, I've watched them all. I am obsessed. I watch any and all material I can find on YouTube. What prophecy do you speak of? Well, I mean, like, I can't. I'll have to show you, but there's the prophecies of like that most of the prophecies have to do with like Mikla or the transformation of the Erdtrees, you know, especially like there's one person that, and you know, a friend of the channel is Jack is a mimic. He's very into prophecy, and Mikla is a time traveling demigod. And you know, and for his channel and stuff like that, and the way he looks at the game, it seems to work well for him and stuff like that. Do I buy into it? Not really, but I can respect the gusto, if you know what I mean, because he's put a lot of work into it, and if you believe what he believes, it makes sense if you look at it through his lens. Oh my goodness. Gregor, you got to learn how to roll away from fire. One of us, we consume a lot of videos too. Yeah, we watch a lot of stuff. And it's because I watched a lot of stuff that I was like, you know what? I got to make my own stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. So I got to put my stuff out there. and we read a lot of stuff, and in our Discord we discuss a lot of things. It's oh goodness. Then the rune representation of the Elden Ring and ice. Oh wait, hold on. You've already posted twice. Let me see. I think it shows in the order that it does. As time continues, a tree grows. At the top, it has the crucible, which they say started it all. Then a small tree, and then the grown out and robust tree. Then the rune represents that the Elden Ring, and I swear I can see the crosshatch pattern amongst the rubble, which I wonder means a Radagon era. Which is interesting that you bring that up, because I was going to bring that up. And I don't think that what we're looking at there, in my opinion, is not a crosshatch, but I lived. And I can see how easy it is to see as a crosshatch, because I once believed that as a crosshatch, but to me, when I look at it now, looking at it with a critical lens, I don't see a crosshatch. I see like a fence like a chain wire fence. And to me, I'm not sure what that means just yet, but we can go look at it here in just a second. Let me see if I can beat this guy with no health potions. All right, Gregor, it's go time. Oh, you can't even summon the dogs. Gregor, you're about to die. Oh no. We also have in-game prophecies. For example, the burning of the Erdtree. Yes, we have that prophecy too. The eclipse of the sun and the whole Prince of Death story. I guess I don't know if that's a prophecy. But I would agree that I will agree that the burning of the Erdtree, or the fire, the Erdtree being on fire, is a prophecy. Oh no, I haven't. I haven't seen his take on that either. But I'm slowly watching the mimic commentary as he puts it out. Oh my god. Damn it, Gregor. Dodge some of that shit. Alright. Oh shit. Oh goodness, I didn't know he was gonna come with a backhand. Gregor, better hope. Oh. We can't leave Gregor down in here. Hey, Yofiros. Oh man, we can't leave Gregor down here. We gotta kill this guy so Gregor can be free. Stone Digger, yeah, for real. I tend to take the visuals art they put in the game with a lot of weight. Oh no. With a lot of weight, like the seal on the Erd tree, also, and the carvings on the wall of Ephael, depicting twins and trees and buds on the branches. Yeah. Ewan McGregor must be free. All right, let's see. All right, let's get out a big weapon. Yeah. When it comes to the art stuff and you know the depictions, yeah, I tend to take that more into consideration than item descriptions. All it took. Bringing out the big sword. All right, good job, Gregor. All right, Roar Medallion. We got the Crucible Current. Let's go. Not says my take is that the game uses parallels to tell the stories. Snips there are sips there are themes of mimicry, puppetry, grafting, binding souls to objects and such, and there's no concrete facts to bind them all together. I would agree with that. We're just filling in the blanks, and that's filling in the blanks with our own interpretations is 100% of the fun. Let's see. Boss says, yes, by the way, we have the twin birds at Fairmazilla, at least in a stone wall. Oh yeah, that is true, isn't it? I agree with you 100%. I guess I just hope that there is an actual timeline that is just obfuscated from us, obscured from us, I think. Not just deliberate half-written stories. No, there is a actual story. Miyazaki's said that several times in interviews, I suppose, and George R. R. Martin wrote a lot of stuff, and he's not going to write half-ass stories. So they just give us snippets to entice us, to keep us wondering. And they're good at it. All right, let's go look at that. Let's go look at that seal real quick and put my coffee back on the warmer. You want the full story? Yeah, we all do. We all do. And like I've said before, like I said before, I still get choked up thinking about it. When I finished Dark Souls 3, the Ring City, I had a lot of coping for years to realize that I'll never have the full story of that game ever. And it still gets under my skin sometimes if I let it. You would pay for George R. Martin's Notebook? Yes. Maybe one day when both, God forbid, that they both those men pass, Miyazaki and George R. Martin, they'll release all that stuff as a memorial thing, maybe. All right, so here we go. This is the thing. So you can look at it as prophecy. So the thing is depending on our worldview, from wherever we are in this world, in the real world, do we want to read this from the top downwards, or do we want to read it from the bottom up? And that's the thing that we don't know. That's like the main boggling thing. At least for me. From the top down, is that the way you want to read it? Okay, we'll read it from the top down. All right, so from the very top, we see that you have this. Well, I mean, that could be just because it's stairs. You can't assume that it's supposed to be read from the top down just because you're walking upstairs. You know, I mean, they don't put door handles at the top of the doors when you're going up the stairs. They're at the bottom, right? That's so you're supposed to start at the bottom. That's where the most important stuff is, right? But for me, if we read it from the top, right, you have this death tree or just roots of some tree, and then it dies, I guess, or do you see it as an outer god, the forces of the outer space, as you see, there's like tentacles, worms, or something really rooty things, and they go into the tree, and the tree blooms, becomes this major tree, and then there's the Elden Ring underneath it, and then you have the fence, the lattice of the roots, right here. Wild Crucible Chaos, and it could be, but I don't see it. I don't think it's, in my opinion, we're not supposed to read it from top down. We're supposed to read it from the bottom up, because at the bottom we have the chair, and that is the root of all things, the Elden Lord, the God, the people, the earth. And then with that we have the roots, or whatever was here. We don't know, but we know that this is here, this pattern here, this fencing. And to me, because I work in, construction, sort of, there, we deal with a lot of fencing, and I see a fence. It's a wire fence. And to me, that also tells me that, it's roots and vines grow on a fence. And all this stuff, this could be representative of the crucible, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. But the one thing that boggles me completely, and may have been answered in Night Rain with the divine towers and the trees, is I'm going to use these two blue lines to do things as my pointer, is this structure here in the center. and it forms another structure underneath it. And then you have the Elden Ring, but you have the Elden Ring not in the pattern of the of the Golden Order. So this must be the Elden Ring of all this must be the Elden Ring of Farum Azula. No. Don't worry about apologizing or anything like that. You can yap all you want. It's fine. A root system in order to a golden order. Okay, yeah, and also, I'd say it represents the fracture of the Great One, collecting the energies of the fractured pieces of the Crucible. Perhaps I say a fence for sure, but I wonder if that means that Radagon's era. This was before Radagon's era, I would say. Much like modified seal and Renella's robe and the traditional carrying seal. Shay, welcome. I think the obelisk underneath the runes is the Elden Ring, is the divine tower, which is the older and the most things in the older than most things in the land between. And I think you're onto something there. Nostal, isn't the Radagon fundamentalism? Yeah, but Golden Order fundamentalism is the Golden Order. And see, but the structure also here, there's another structure here. And this goes right through the tree. All right, so this must be the great tree. Right? We see this. This could be spirits, they could be dead, they could be fungus. Right? But there's another tree here. Could this be the howling tree? Could this be the minor earth tree? Could this represent the dewdrops of the tree, the golden seeds, and another earth tree coming out? An evolution of some type. And then that tree transforms into the monstrosity that we see here. Just like that. Boom. No, they're not like the Golden Order seal. Oh, they are. I take that back. I apologize. I had to look at my tattoo. You're right. They are. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps that does represent the Golden Order. This does represent Radagon. Interesting. The Earth tree is growing out of the husk of the older tree. So it could be the older tree. It could be. That could be the great tree. And I guess the structure here, I guess, would that represent the Helfen, or is that the well, there I also believe that this structure inside the Earth tree is the Helfen. I didn't want to say that before, but since we're talking about it, I'll say it now. Could this, oh man, what this structure here, could that represent eternal progression? Perhaps I am always right. No, you're not always right, Nelson. This just most of the time. Live speculation's nice. Thank you, Silver. That's all we do here. That's all we do. 4 to 7 days a week. Shay says, speaking of the art student, these relief carvings are usually meant to be histories of the cultures, and reading as a timeline is probably the best interpretation. Right. I mean, it could be that, or it could be a prophecy. So that's what we're discussing. We're not sure which one the culture that we're standing in was using this at this moment. You know what I mean? 3 scratches of 3 fangs. Is that is even more obvious in concept art. Well, concept art is concept art, right? I mean, sure, you got I guess you mean these here. Could that? What are you thinking? That they Grandsack scratched the tree? Something scratched the tree? Do you think someone broke through the wall to get to it? It certainly looks like somebody was trying to get into it. That's for sure. Godzilla, maybe? I don't know. A foot? I have no idea. It could be, or it could be somebody trying to get out. In or out. Nine out of 10 times you're right. Yeah, I would agree. the great tree grew from the health, and then the earth tree grew. Put the other two, grew put the through the other two. Yeah, I would agree that the Helfin is here. They do storytelling in layers in Elden Ring, sort of how archaeologists unearth the layers of. Yeah, we know that's what we're trying to figure out. Let's see. That could be, yeah. Yeah, it appears like it's got hit by Grandsek's arm, perhaps. But that, I mean, if do you think Grandsek's got all the way up here though? I mean, he's down there dead. So like, did he like get up here, get thrown back down, and then he was trying to crawl his way back up here when Godwin killed him? Or maybe it was Radigan? No, it's probably Godwin. Shay says to read it as a timeline starting at the bottom and going up. It could be a timeline. I can see that. I can see both. I can see it being a prophecy and a timeline. I can see a historical timeline or a recent current event timeline, right? Because we don't know when this actually was made. Because the tree could have been here, and this seal, Morgoth could have put this seal up here to prevent people from getting to the Earth tree, or Radigan could have put it up there. We don't know when this thing was put up there. If we could pinpoint like the exact, or not exact, but around the time of who put it up here or commissioned this work to be done, it would probably tell us a lot. Do you see the sword? Which sword? Grandsek's sword, or the sword that runs through the entire tree? I believe the timeline starts at the top and goes down because the tree grows with time. Well, I mean, you could definitely look at it that way, but I definitely see like a tree that dies and gives off another tree, and then that tree is the key to the universe. Maybe. It could also just be the Golden Order wanting to erase pre-Golden Order history. Whatever that there was, it could be a relief carving of the time period when dragons and giants ruled. Oh, that's Shay. You could be right. You could be right. All right. 404. I think he reached upwards with his arm, perhaps, and then stopped by God. He could have been. I mean, that would be more a dramatic story, I think. Shay, let me tell you 3 things I don't do. One, know things, get stuff, and understand shit. Hey, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. All right, let's see. Nostal, yeah, the one that runs through the tree, hit above the rings. Yes, right there. But Nostal, if you look closely, it goes through the tree, right? But it also comes out the bottom. So it was somewhere down here in the fencing too. See it? I don't know if you're watching, but here it is right here. Let me go put it back to morning. It's getting dark. Let's see. To be clear, I'm Abraham Link. Oh, Abraham. Okay, welcome back, Abraham Link. Channel not found. Okay. Yo, man, we still talk about your stuff, man. We still talk about your stuff. You blew our mind with that. I just told somebody about the twins to twins transferal syndrome. I think it's what it was called. The hilt. The tree was clearly clearly being used before the seal was put there. It conceals stairways. Right. Battle royale. Blah. Yeah, that's why I think that this tree, they grew the tree around the Helfin, I believe. I'm on team roots come first, as so the timeline is from the bottom, from bottom first. Okay. Did I make it daytime? Hi, Joy Toy. Nice to see you again. Always a pleasure to hear you say hello. Or see you say hello. And wow, I've never heard that. That's a provocative theory. Oh, I don't remember what we were talking about. But yeah, I'm glad you found it provocative. Boss says, maybe the Helfin is the great tree. Is the great tree if we don't want big tree great tree 3 great trees. Yeah, I mean it's clear to me that there was a structure in here, as you can tell. And it's clear to me that trees and structures grow together because of night rain. Now, was this structure grown alongside the great tree? I can't answer that. I'm not sure. Where do those trees, divine towers and trees come from? Where are they grown? Where are they built? And how are they sent through space and time into our world, or our world? Well, speaking from the Inquisitor's point of view, I don't know. It's because here it was clearly a tree. The tree grew around it. And it's just so mind-boggling. And these patterns on here, I know we've talked about it before on stream, but they still, I wish they were higher definition so we could at least make it out. I want to say these same patterns are in Farum Azula. Like this. Let me change the light. All right. Nope. Let me softer light. Sorry. Nope. All right. So like the center column here, where I have the end, this pattern, I swear that's on the pattern at Farum Azula of the tablets. But after you burn the tree, you are the only one left with roots, so it also ends with roots. Oh, Nozzle, man, you're coming out with too much logic, bro. Too much, like right there. There it is. That pattern right there at my feet is what's in the center of these tablets or these columns. And to me, that reminds me of the Farum Azula plant motifs. Growing around the Helfin, I mean. Yes. Adam says, I like to think that the Earth Tree and the multiple identities as equivalent to the Christian Trinity. The Great Tree, the Earth Tree, Great Tree, and Scatter Tree. Oh, you know what? I thought about that too, of a parallel for the Trinity. And I was thinking, the Earth Tree would be, it would be the Earth Tree, Elden Lord, and the God. In the same way America, Radagon, and Elden Beasts are. Oh, that is, I should have read your next line. That's pretty good. That's a good one too. There's definitely a lot of trinities. I will say that. Cheers from Atlanta, Georgia. Cheers from Atlanta, Georgia, but your name's in Russian. I don't know how to pronounce that, Russian. It is. You are correct. It is, right? But let's go look at Farum Azula real quick. Let's just double check to see how reminiscent this pattern right here is in Farum Azula. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right up front. if there is even a slight resemblance, I'm going to say that that it's that is it's true that Fair Missoula and Lindell were contemporary cities at one time, and their rise and fall were inverted along with each other. That right there, there it is, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now make that a low res render, and that's what you have inside the. I'm gonna take a picture of that. I'm gonna put that on Discord, and we'll we'll discuss it as a collective of inquisitors. But the tablets I'm talking about are over here. Hold on, these guys are gonna follow me. No, maybe they're not. Okay. Now, where are these tablets? Here they are. Right there. Now, they're definitely more ornate. I would agree. I will concede to that. Maybe. Let's take a picture. The earth tree being burnt and then coming back and reborn, the way of Jesus is, the way Jesus is, America in the ending does crumble and die before we give her the means to resurrect, reconstruct, and come back from a sealed tomb. That's a, I don't know about that interpretation there. With America, the way we find her, right, after we kill Radigan and the Elden Beast, we find America, right? Depending on the ending, right? If you place her head on the Elden Ring, I don't believe that means that she's alive. I think she's just a hollow husk to hold the Elden Beast. Because if the Elden Ring is there, that means we didn't kill the Elden Beast, right? So who did we kill? We killed Radigan, who was posing as America. Because you can't have, and that right there falls in line with my idea that America and Radigan were never the same person and aren't the same person. Radigan had the ability, like a silver tear, to change his form. When did he get that? I have no idea. But with the body of America being there, that means being there. And if you believe she's alive, then when it says God slain, that means we didn't kill America. We didn't kill Radigan, because if you believe they're the same person, and 3, we didn't kill the Elden Beast because the Elden Ring's still around, because we know that the Elden Beast and the Elden Ring are the same person, right? So we killed we killed B, we killed Radigan. America was in caves, maybe in a shadow realm, just like an Everjail or like the entire lands of shadows, and we didn't see where she was until Radigan was killed. That's when she came back into reality, and we saw that her fractured form was still there, and her head was decapitated when Radigan had murdered her, right? And we didn't kill the Elden Beast because the Elden Ring is still there, that we mend to take the place, to control it, or I guess, or to be controlled by the Elden Ring as Elden Lord. We beat the Elden Beast back in time. If you want time travel, yes, that could work. Or we could beat the Elden Beast in the future. Because if it's back in time, that means that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work because all the events of the past would still occur. Or that would create a paradox, like unlike anything we've seen in Back to the Future. Oh, I had a feeling. All right, hold on. Let's kill this guy and then we'll get back on. Oh my god. Oh, where are my spells? What was I doing? Really? What? All right. Sorry about that. Anyways, where were we? All right. Nussel says, well, the dragon scale is used to up. Oh, the dragon scale is used to upgrade our weapons to max manipulate time. Do they not? That's what they say. Let us see. Let us see what the. Let me see if I have one in my inventory. All right, the special. Well, I don't have a song. I don't have the ancient dragon one. No. Yeah, I would have to see. You would have to look it up on Fextra. Good old Fextra Life. They're doing the Elden Lord's work, keeping a good and semi-accurate whatchamacallit Wikipedia page. Mostly accurate. I give it like a 99%. Rata Boyale. Here's one for the group. I think the blue-white shield is one of the most important item descriptions in the game. Okay, blue-white shield. Let us go look. This one right here. All right. Small wooden round shield that has been reinforced with metal. It is light and easy to handle, but cannot offer the damage negation of a true metal shield. The design is said to represent the stars of the night, portending fate. Portending fate. Okay. Okay, Rattle, go ahead. Let us know. The ancient dragon lords is said to lie beyond time. The stone slightly twists time, allowing the creation of a weapon capable of slaying a god. Okay, fantastic, Nozzle. So, but they're used to the that tells me, right, this is what I think when I think of it, right? We destroy it and transfer the essence of whatever power is in that scale to the weapon, right? And that allows the weapon to hurt a god or being from one point in time through all time, past, future, and present, right? I guess that's what it means, that it allows it, when it strikes at all time, every time, right? It's kind of like quantum mechanics or some crazy stuff. I know you're smart. You'll figure it out. So we don't, what? Oh. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Abraham says, slaying a god essentially means making it so it was never a god, in a sense, maybe. The rebirth into a godhood is done by the rebirth into godhood is done by the dragon scales. I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe you're saying exactly what I'm saying, but it doesn't unmake them a god. It strikes them and kills them at all times, every time, forward, back in time, every dimension, on the Z axis, XY axis, every axis of realities, right? Because a god, I guess but that's a curious thing too, right? It's like, how does that mean that dragons were gods too at one time too? How can something that grows on a dragon be so powerful? The constellations on blue and white shield equals outer gods. Oh, let me see. Let us see. It's designed to set to present the stars of the night sky. Oh, I don't know about gods. I would say, well, I mean, I would say it says constellation, right? Or represents the stars of the night sky. So each one of these would be like Taurus, Sagittarius. I wouldn't think they were gods or whatever. But you know, you could be right. You could be right. Don't listen to me. I don't see it, but you could be right. I've been wrong before. Let's see. Nossel says that helps us beat the Elden bees into submission and rearrange the Elden ring, in my opinion. Okay. Nossel like that. That's true. Rattle. Rattle says the blue white shield is like a roster of outer gods. Okay. As the word stars is used to describe the gods in the game, I think stars and constellations is the parallel of the outer gods. Well, the only outer god that we know of that I could probably think that is, and I'm not pushing back just to be difficult, trying to prove you wrong, but I'm trying to understand. The only god that I think is related to a star would be the blood star, right? Maybe. As for the other gods, I don't, unless you mean like the Elden Beast, because like the Formless Mother, the Greater Will, I don't think I've ever heard him referred to as stars. I know the Greater Will has sent beings on stars, or well, what medieval minds would consider stars. I think that'll be. Nossel says, I think the Elden Beast only gets its power through its vessel. Revert this, and it has no power to enact its will anymore. What makes you think that, Nossel? That's an interesting statement there. Royale, the Starburst equals Greater Will, and Trident, the Formless Mother. I see what I see. Okay, I see the connection now. I see the connection now. Okay, that could work. I see the connection now. But I'm not sure if I agree yet. But I see the connection. I see where you're going, Rattle, and I like it. Yo, Pharaohs. I'm drunk. Is Boulder Gate 3 a cool game? I'm thinking of buying it. No, don't buy it. Well, if you like Dragon Age Inquisition, and if you like really slow combat, if you like Dragon Age Inquisition but want slow combat like Final Fantasy Tactics, you should get it. If you want deep character development like Dragon Age Inquisition, but like, and that's it, then you should get it. I got it, but I played I tried to play it. I think I got like 5 hours into it, and I was like, what a waste of money. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. Because you're fearless. Let me tell you another reason. Let me tell you the number one gripe I have about what's the game? Boulder Gates 3. Is that all the pretend D&D stuff, it seems very pretentious to me. You know, I don't want to have, every time you attack and all that, I don't have to want to pretend roll a digital dice. Just roll it in the background like every other game. Just roll it in the background. Add all of my stats and all the stuff that I've had. Don't show me every single step, like it's because it's very like you're gonna sit down and do it at a D&D table. That's different. If I'm playing a video game, do all that stuff in the background. Why are you showing me every step? And that's my number one gripe. Anyways, but if you enjoy that type of stuff, you might love it. 8 planets, 8 signs. Adam says, I'm sorry, Abram. Abram says there's a theory that the outer gods is part of a one great and there's shattered. Yeah, we have that theory here in the Inquisition that the outer gods are all just the same aspects or different aspects of the one greater god. Greater was the brain mind. Yep, yep. Let's see. Royale. He says, perhaps the circle is the moon and the square night. The square night. I found these symbols in the game, but it's just thoughts and musing that mind part. Hey, if it lines up, it lines up. I mean, it could turn into a really good, a really good theory. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, yeah. Boulder Gates 3 is shit. 8 planets, 8 signs, 8 stars, 8 divine towers. Boss, you're cooking too much, man. You're gonna give me diabetes. It's too sweet of a deal. All right. Abram says the fingers are part of the same arm, but shattered and conflicting as in what they enact. 2 or 3 for order. Maybe, maybe, Abram. Maybe your fears. Is it good lore wise, bro? I never got that far. I never got that far. I couldn't handle the gameplay. Abram, I'm going to show you something. You let me know what you think. Black Wolf. There's a setting to hide the dice rolls, by the way. Just saying. Is it really? Jesus Christ. I wish somebody would have told me. Thank you, Black Wolf. I might have to give it another try one day. Probably never. Probably never. But I wish you would have. I wish I would have known that. Thank you. Thank you. From other dimensions, from the other string theories of dimensions, they thank you. Other me's out there playing. I thank you for letting me know. Oh, Abraham, no, you're good, man. Hey, if you want to join the Discord, the link in the notes is up and running. I made sure. I'm going BG3 boring, and it's a 90s D&D kid. Oh yeah, it is. Not, I agree. but I love turn-based games like Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff. So yeah, that and whatchamacallit, I guess the whole setting didn't resonate with me. Where is it? I wanted to show Abram something. Was it Abram? Oh, dude, if you want to role play an edgelord, man, you got to get Final Fantasy 14, bro. You make yourself an edgelord on there, download a bunch of mods, and then say goodbye to your life, bro. We'll see you in 10 years when cat girls and dragon girls have broken your heart and you're just broken. Where was it? Where was it? It wasn't that one. Here. It wouldn't be anything new, really. Oh, because you know what? I got like when I played Final Fantasy 14, right after after I got divorced, I went hard into the RP. I got married in the game like 11 times. Every time ended badly, just like in real life. Anyways, let's see. No problem. I love your theories thus far, different, and the norms from Vatty, which I enjoy a different perspective that you brought. Hey, man, I appreciate it, and I you know what? I really appreciate it. Thank you, Black Wolf. Let's see. Nozzle does the heart thing. You're sure not nothing new. Oh, by the way, my theory is that. Oh, this is your Ferris theory. He says, my theory is that when we defeat Elden Beast, We go back in time to a moment when Radagon hasn't yet used his mending rune on America, so we put our mending rune in. Okay. Okay. I can see that working. More like 4. Oh, cholesterol. What? Okay, yeah. Was it 4? Calistral was there. She watched my when we and Calistral first met on Final Fantasy 14. I was in a dark time. But she stuck around. She's a good person. Boss Saucer, me and Skyrim marriages. Oh my goodness. Did you marry the one that owned the what was it? The lumber mill? Abram says, I haven't touched Final Fantasy 14 since I remember that. I recall someone clipped the camera through the ground and found it wasn't really 2 fingers. Oh, okay, yeah. So I have this theory. I believe in my worm theory more than this theory before I discovered the worm theory, if y'all watched that video. But I used to think, because we don't see any fingers like the 2 fingers on Mitra. Did I say it right this time? That they were cutting off the hands of these creatures and they were and Mitra was resurrecting them or using them as the 2 fingers. And if I wanted to make it work with the worm theory, then she was the parasites were engulfing the hands or puppeting the hands. But I just thought of that now. But at one time I did think that they were just resurrecting these hands as the 2 fingers, or Mitra was Mater. Oh god, hold on. Okay, we're gonna try to PvP with this weapon. I will marry Argonians. Argonians. Oh, you're a scaly, bro. No judgment. A lot of judgment. Let's see. Abraham says, oops, I passed one comment onto another. The 14 comment was meant to be separate. Oh no, you're fine, bro. He was. I haven't played 14 since 6.5. I forgot. I don't know when I stopped playing. 4,000 hours in the game. I got like 2014 to whenever. I think 22, 21, 22. She's a real one. Not Calistro is a real one. She's a real one. Pharaoh says, I will marry an Argonian. I'm the Dragonborn. Soft D Midra. I don't know what that means. Thank you. Wait, you mean Mitra was recruiting Mitra? I don't. Okay, yeah. Metafactual. The 2 finger illustrations on the heirloom talisman is so weird. It's 2 fingers with legs. What the hell? Let's double check that. Well, let's double check it with what we can. Everybody get close to the screen. We're going to squint. Oh, okay. I know what you mean. Yeah. So I always thought that represented that underneath the ground, they had another set of fingers. But yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it? The 4 fingers. Ooh. Oh, you know what it could be? It could be the parasitic worms turning people. Oh, shit. That right there is stage 2. That right there is stage 2. And this over here, stage 1. Where is it? First Rise? Is it called First Rise? Yes. 2 people right there. Parasitic worm or worms. Encase them, surround them, whatever, cocoon them, begin to melt them and merge together along with the worm from Mater. As they start to develop into a single being, organelles, right? kind of like an organelle. If you know anything about cells and, you know, stuff like that, once it's a cell, two cells merge, right? Kind of like the mitochondria in your cells, right? It's no longer its own creature anymore. It's now it was a creature, but now it's just an organ in your cell, and so it becomes an organelle. So if we look at that, right, this two creatures merging into one, and then one stage, the next stage is this, and then the final stage is this. And yes, I discussed the organelle thing with Nozzle. And that's the final stage. And that's how two fingers are made. All right. Manufacturer. It could be a shadow cast, but seems strange. It could be a shadow. Let's see. You came back from the previous expansion and left during this one. Oh, you know what? Callisto, you're right. I came back in Shadowbringers because I wasn't there for the one in the desert, whatever it was. Abram says it's likely they brought three fingers into the halls inside a middle cage, and it was Midra was reborn, maybe. Nod says everyone keeps saying that Jesus was a true. Wait, what? Everyone keeps saying Jesus, which is true, but it's also mirrors Odin and even older Sumerian myths. Oh, okay. All right. I see what you mean. I see where you're going. Metafactual, like if it's lit from behind, the casting the shadow. Well, right. But if they were, the only thing I would say about this is that we can see a clear line at the bottom where the legs are as a horizon line, like when you're drawing something. And shadows, if you're going to draw shadows or something, they come from they would be either past the horizon line towards the bottom of the picture instead of the top. But that's all I got. I don't know if I'm not an art. I don't know how to explain artist stuff correctly. So any artists out there, you know what I'm saying, I hope. Let's see. Chase. Welcome back, Chase. Or welcome, Chase. The finger talisman kind of looks like the fingers walked out of the Erd tree and into the Elden throne area. Let me double check. Let me double check. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Chase, what are you just come in here and drop bombs or what? What the hell? This guy. Let's see. Endosymbiotic theory. Let's go. Yes, Nozzle. I don't want to get too deep in that stuff, but I really think there's more biology behind this than magic. Let's see if they're here bowing. Oops. Okay, let's see. There could be the railing there that we see on both sides. Or it could be the railing over there. Yeah. That's Chase. You know too much. Ban this guy. Joking. I'm new here. I'm really digging your videos. The open and welcoming space and the points of view you have. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Nod says, note that the shadow of the Erd tree map looks like the mother of all crucibles, talismans, and kind of looks like Mater suspiciously. But you know what? I also think it also looks like a silhouette of Godric. Because I believe that the Land of Shadows are it's grafted together by pieces of land, which is going to be another fast theory, one of those weak theories like the other night I have on my board. It's at the top of the list. Let's see. Abram says, "Wait, you missed the comment before that." Oh, did I? Wait. I don't know how to scroll up. Oh, my mouse. Oh, interesting thing about Midra area is to mirror Jesus in some way that may invokes images of a horse stable, much the same as Jesus' birth. On top of that, there are metal remains of a cage. All right, let's go to Midrash Mance. Man, we're just going on field trips today, y'all. Oh, Metrofactual's an art teacher. Thank you. He's into art, man. He knows about Monet and stuff, Rembrandt, and all of them. Let's see. Let's see. Nossel says, fingers kind of look like chromosomes to me. Oh, they do, don't they? Dang, bro. Could we be fighting? Could we? Oh my God. Could we? Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Somebody banned Nossel too. Manufactural. Yeah. And what the hell is up with the door while we're here? Oh man. Dang. I just left. Dang. I'm behind on the chat, y'all. Sorry. The pillars and everything looked like it was sealed up, but the broken open writing on must have breaking it, I guess. Oh, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, we were talking about. Well, we were thinking that maybe it was grand sex, maybe. And the crucible spiral is literally A and D, DNA. Oh my! Somebody banned boss. Y'all, that's too good. Oh, let me kill these guys real quick. Dropping too much logic and knowledge, but it's really good. It's really good. All of those are really good. Really good. Those are fantastic, by the way. Those are fantastic ideas. All right, where's this cage? Where did I miss it, or did I misread it? Where? Let's see. Blah blah. Mitch's Man's area. Oh God, wait, where? Dude, for real. DNA. Oh yeah, but you know what, man? I understand. I can read all the bad English. You should have seen all the bad English I used to type in Final Fantasy 14. You'd be like, how did this guy ever get RP married 100,000 times? I'd be like, the dog. and imagine me trying to read too. Godly, I barely read chat. Let's see. Abram says, not cage. The remains of metal pieces within the haystacks. Haystacks. These things? Or haystacks? What's a haystack? Haystacks around Midra. Oh, all right. Oh, I need to finish reading something before I start looking. Sorry. It's my high school education. Oh. Carne asada fries. All right, let's see. In here? That dark stuff? You think that's cages? Oh, back there. Dang, you know what? Let's fight them and let's see. Let me set up the goon squad real quick and we'll kill them real quick. 1 second, everybody. All right, so get rid of that. Where is the nuke? The OP weapon. That. Oh, I need that. Need that. We're gonna get that. That. Let's do that just in case. Okay. We'll need this. Goon squad is up. All right, let's sit down, make sure we got full everything. Oh, let's change. Let's change. We won't need any spells. But just, oh, we'll need that spell for the goon squad. All right. Okay. All right, fire up. Power up. Oh. Power up.
The depths of your
Foolishness. Oh, I thought I killed him. I really like this cutscene. How many hours do I have in Elden Ring? 2,400 hours? 2,500 hours?
I have endured more than enough.
I have 1,000 hours. Yeah, I have 1,097 on PlayStation. I have 23 something on 24 something on Steam.
Forgive me,
Too many.
dearest Nanaya.
Nanaya. Look at this. I love this cutscene. That's once again. This cutscene told me that Elden Ring was on a different level. On a different level. Look, he's even got stitches on his thigh, or on his hip right there. All right, Goon Squad. Come on, Goon Squad. Oh. Huh. All right. Oh, wrong physics. But we'll make it work. Oh. Goon Squad. Oh. We'll keep him alive. We gotta keep them alive. Keep him alive. Boom. Boom. Oh. Dodge. Dodge, 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 dodge. Heal. Get over there, heal. There we go. Power up. Power up. We need more mana. And he's dead. He should be dead. He's dead. All right. All right. Let's see. Goon Squad, y'all did great. That's why they're overpowered. They're overpowered. Who needs a mimic tier? Just need the Goon Squad. All right. So where are these cages? All right. Let's see. But yeah, like I said, the hay stables in the historical context is kind of synonymous visually with midwifery. It is a depiction of, you can be sure it is depicted, you can be sure some from a birth is meant to be around, typically Jesus' birth. Are you talking about this stuff? All right, hold on. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Make sure I'm not missing something. How do you guys think the frenzy flame and be here and the 30 fingers? I thought were always takes me to where riding. I can't figure it out. How can the frenzy flame be here and at the 3 fingers? Because it's more of a, well, it's like a way of thinking almost. I think it's like an infectious. Think of it like depression and how it affects everybody. Let's see. I think it predates the trappings of the fingers under the capital. Probably does. I just want to know the whole score with Nanayo. What was he supposed to endure? And why was he edging with friends? Why was he edging with frenzy? That's a good question. Let's see. Its metallic remains presumably a cage surrounded by fingerprints. All right. This area? Oh, I see the fingerprints for sure. But are you talking about these barbs here? Wouldn't those just be what the torturous, what they use like hot barbs to like burn them and cut them with? That's what I figured. If these things are what you're talking about, like hot pokers, you burn people up, you cut them, because we see his body, even like before he rips his head off or whatever, that it's very cut and bruised, and he has stitching where they've cut him and healed him, cut him again, or burn him again. Yours mine. Welcome back, man. Late, but I'm still lurking. Hey, you can lurk all you want, bro. I believe in you. I trust you. Is the hay for the roof? Is the hay for the roof? Oh, no, I don't think. I think Midra's Manse is past having a hay roof, man. They have stickers, but they definitely have the Council of Elders like they do in Bellerant. The 3 saints, the 4 saints. Hey, Chase says, "Oh, I don't want to read what Chase says, man. He's gonna give too much logic, but I'm reading it anyways." The floral painting in the main foyer area of the manse has intrigued me recently. The 2 white birds seem to be similar to the ones also found in Shaman Village and the Queen Bed's Chamber, Lindell. What's up? What? Oh, now I'm gonna have to go look. Come on, Chase. Let's go look. Oh no, I've already destroyed it. Dang it, Chase, you can't say stuff like that. We can't look, man. Ban this guy. No. Golly. Boss says, I see Midra's story as he didn't realize that the frenzy flame what the frenzy flame consisted. But Nanaya may have been deceived, may have been deceived by him, even being Shibiri. May have deceived him, being Shibiri. Oh, okay. Yes, I tend to lean that Nanai may have been whatchamacallit, possessed by Shir excuse, oh man, my voice changed when I said possessed by Shibiri. I think that that's a pretty logical way to think about that. Abraham, they look closer to cage bars, in my opinion. The Inquisitors don't use such tools of metal. Their weapons are exclusively that of unknown amber material. Well, I wouldn't. I tend to stay away from such definite statements because we really don't know. Boss Saucer says maybe Midra was one of those wise men of the horns. Oh, oh, man, dang, boss. Maybe. Oh, dang. That's pretty good logically in there too. Logically, blah. It. What can we see on this? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Hold on, let me finish reading chat. Mind. I just was watching Scummange's video on the divine tree towers, by the way, and it slightly touches on some similar worm theories. May be worth checking out later. It's really good. Oh, really? Mind, would you, if you don't mind, would you put that in the, can you post that in the Discord, please? In the media one? Please, if you don't mind. If you're in the Discord. But if not, I'll look. Abram says, Nanaya telling Midra to endure is meant to invoke the image of Buddhist monks enduring endless physical toiling, as perhaps that enhance the effect of the friendly flame, which we know is common. Abraham Link, I would agree, I agree with you on that one. Abraham also says factor among the friendly flame adherents. Okay, Meta, that was kind of my thought. Will do. Okay. All right, let's change the color of this. Oh man, stupid blood patterns. What if I get rid of them? That guy tried to use a buckler. He tried to parry him. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Once again, he tried to dual wield. Okay. Poor guy. All right, let's change colors of the light. Maybe if I go sit down, it'll be, the blood splats will be gone. Because I wanted, did y'all see what I saw? Oh my. Y'all see that? No, I can't see it now. Dang. And if we believe Midra was the wise man upon the horns and they are Buddhist adjacent, we may have been led by Nanai to go into frenzy research. Yeah. But okay, so here's a question I have. And I agree with, you know, I lean towards Nanaya being Shibiri. But if she is Shibiri, then why? What would be the reason to corrupt Midra? You're wrong, Greyjoy. Welcome back, man. Do you think the Abyssal Woods were once connected to the hinterlands, given the flowers and paintings? The Abyssal Woods, once connected to the hinterlands. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. And if we believe that Midra was okay, blah blah blah. Okay, I already read that one. Nanaya equals Nasandra, Midra equals Vindric. Damn, boss. Boss, you know what? Luckily you don't make videos, because you know what? You put Vadi Video out of business, man. Out of business. He Nostel says, I get, I can't even read. To get a, well, to get a Lord frenzy, but yeah, I think that's not helpful if he is stuck in the Shadowlands. Okay. Right, but was he stuck in the Shadowlands? Was his, if you believe like I believe that everything is pieced together, was it because he was turning into this frenzy that his portion of the land, this area, the Abyssal Woods, was cast into the land of shadows to prevent him from ever, if just in case he was going to become the Lord of Frenzy, he couldn't escape. He was already trapped, right? So Marika or Radigan took the land and tossed it into this giant Everjail. And it being at the bottom, I would say that this was probably one of the first pieces, if not the first piece of land to be cast into the Shadowlands. And then everything else was thrown on top of it. All right, let's see. The Naya's robes are the same as the mummified monks in Aenir Lim. All right, we're gonna have to go look. We're gonna have to look. We're gonna test this. Let me put away the god-killing weapon. We'll just use a simple. This should remind the Horn Scent who they're dealing with. It'll bring back memories. What? My faith is getting weak. Is that what that means? Now, big boy, you stay right there. Oh. I thought there was a way up. Oh, there is. I referenced the first painting in the manse. The one that the one that's hiding the illusion painting. I wish there was a way to, like, I should have took a screenshot of that. I didn't even think about it. She did. Oh, she had raven hair. Oh man, nothing wrong with that. Wait a minute. Does she have black hair in the painting? Dang, we got rid of that painting too. Does it? Oh man. Because no, wait. In the painting, she has blonde hair, doesn't she? And that's why everybody thought that was Marika. Marika, if you're an AI. But as you can see now in this, she has black hair. This isn't Nanaya. Yeah, that's not her. That's not her. Or oh, somebody look it up. Let me get on the Google real quick. Gotta look that up. I gotta know. I gotta know if I'm having a stroke or not. Measurements. All right. Well, okay. It looks like, all right. It looks like she has black hair. It looks like, okay. All right, never mind. I had a stroke. Oop. Uh-oh, did my stream turn off? Press the wrong button. Is the stream still going? It is? Okay. Is it? See. Good night, Abram. Okay, good, good. Thank you, Earth. Let's see. Oh wait, let me see if I can help these guys out. Power up. Oh, they're probably down. All right, let's see. Better. I think there was a study in the fingers ruins and a bunch of the mans under the blankets of the house by Midra may have been corrupted through the research. Those AI Elden Ring channels are getting out. Mine. They really are getting out of control, man. They really are. She appears to be dressed like the lady in the house, though. Nozzle, yeah, okay. She's been dead a long time. Oh, oh, yeah, she's been dead and Siberia was posing as her. I don't know how they get down. I was afraid of that. All right. We'll see if we can land on a tree or something. I missed. Looking at the picture, it appears to be, it appears like light here, but the way to be some kind of headwear, you can probably see dark hair behind. Yeah. Yeah, I think she had black hair in the picture, but just barely. Okay. Oh, we were okay. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Who was it? It was Chase said, or was it Euron? Euron Greyjoy, or was it Battle? Somebody said that she's wearing the exact same pattern as the aesthetics in Bellerot, right? So instead of running through Bellerot, we'll go here where there's 1,000 of them. Where is it? Right here. What is that noise? That's gotta go. That's gotta go. That's why I play with no music. Repetitive sounds. I can't handle it. Unless it's footsteps. Wait. Oh, interesting. All right, let's go to Ballarat. That's going to get it better. I'm sorry for doubting you. Whoever said it. Yes, sir. I personally think in the hallway before the divine gate, there are a ton. Also by the tree we burn with mesmer. Oh. Anyway, okay. We'll just focus on this first. We'll just go in here real quick since we're already here. Midra was a senator or a sage on the Hornson Society. He was somebody important. He could have been like the dean of the professor of the manse or whatever. Because I always thought he was maybe been a dean or something. You know, that type of learned scholar, kind of like Bart Ehrman or like who's that guy? Neil, whatever his name, deGrasse Tyson. Boom. All right, here we go. Here we go. Huh. I think that does match the pattern on the hymn, right? Is that how you pronounce it? Now, if I get close enough, is it going to disappear? No. Oh, there we go. Well, let's see. What does that tell us, though? If they're an exact match, they tell us that this culture, the Ballarat culture, was definitely, without a doubt, associated with Midra, right? And now, here's the question I've often wondered: are these people, are they real or are they mummified? Are they like the Shadow Militia people? You know, not the army itself, but you know, of the same species of humanoid, or are they just little statues? Because you know, I know there's someone like in China or something like that. I know I've seen something on YouTube where they self mummify or whatever by eating a bunch of garlic and stuff and dry themselves out before they die. Maybe she died in childbirth, and because she looks pregnant. Oh. Oh. Maybe. If she is Shabiri, she would have had to die. But then if there was a child, right? And we're not going to include the torch because the torch says it was somebody that was another Lord of Frenzy Flame that failed. But if there was a child, don't you think that there would have been a mention of it? Like he had an heir or children? Yeah, I see hair. It looks like brass statue. Nostril hair. Blah. Meta says he sees hair. I see hair. Nostril says it looks like a brass statue. I also see brass. I see both, right? It's kind of like, But it's a video game. So what can we really... Oh, man, that's where I really question. Now, if we could like somehow look underneath or rotate them up to see if they were like cross-legged, because you know how like the spiritual worms, like the spiritual worms that come out of the ground, they have like little feet in the ground. Because you know, if you look at Bonfire VN, he has a video. I think it's him that pulls those worms, tube worms, out of the ground. They have little feet, and so that tells us that you know they're definitely Game of Thrones references. But if we could somehow look underneath to see if there were a whole person, if there was a whole person, I would say that they're most likely mummified. But I don't know. Curious. Let's see. The abyssal wolves weren't abyssal at first. The research by Midra on the fingers, which led to the man's being brought it upon the area. He kept dabbling, and him and his frenzy flame gang got. That's a pretty good timeline, but I think it was happening. I think the the what is it? I'll just say infection, right? The infection of the frenzy flame probably occurred after he was punished, and then as time went on, it's been spreading out, and that's why like even the Inquisitors are whatchamacallit, infected now, or the ones outside are. On top of bronze. Wait, I didn't. I think that's cloth on top of bronze. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely. I think that's a cloth too. Or it could be like a bug shell. No, that's definitely some type of head wrapping, like a snake skin, a worm skin. Yeah, that's definitely a worm skin. Because if we look at the pattern, it's got that same. No, it's probably a cloth. What am I talking about? I don't know. Could be a worm. I don't know. That looks pretty good. But also, if they were brass, right? If they were brass, then why would they put hair on them? Well, I take that back. We see statues with hair. Interesting. Technique, welcome back. Let's see what the technique got to say. Like the monks, they transpose their spirits to the crucible, and their bodies become part of an Limb tower. Wait, did I? Like the monks, they transpose their spirit to the crucible, and their bodies become like the people that are you. Technique? Are you talking about like the people that we see coming out of the foundations of an Limb? Those people hanging down. The baby was never born. Was never born. See, I read it just fine. Let's see. I love those little legs they got. Oh, metal factor on the worm people. They're not modified. The big one is. Oh, this one is? You think that this one's mummified? See, I never thought of these as being mummified. I thought these were just as statues as well. And the only reason I thought they were statues as well is because they have the exact same pose everywhere, pretty much. And we find some with the head missing. You know, they're defaced by the crusade and stuff. I mean, oh, the monumentals. Boss, yes, yeah. I've seen a theory where they were those were being linked to these, that they were like the same parallel. Meta says, yeah, that's a real dude. I don't know about that, man. That's Buddha's pose. That's a Buddha pose. I don't know. Read their item description. What item description? This thing? The reared spirit ash? Let me reread it. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not remember. What the hell? Let me see. Here we go. Spirit ash of those who came before, infused with potent spirituality, acquired from the corpse of Hormsense and other objects that ritually decorate townships and villages across the realm of shadow. Consume these to blah 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 blah, both bolster spirit blah blah. The withered corpses are called tutelary deities, and revered spirit ashes are said to quietly accumulate in the palms of their hands. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. There you go. I was wrong. So this is like a real person. Yeah. All right, then. Well, hmm. If this is a real person, let's look at the size comparison. Hmm. 10 out of 10, right? Yeah, and also shut the. You're getting. Are you feeling small? No, bro. Never. Except this one time. No, I'm playing. No, I don't. I don't mind being wrong. Hi, which build are you using? Hi, Miguel wants to know which build am I using. I'm using the build that I made here. I'm using a Faith Dex build. Let's see. Technique says, I'm not sure, but the bodies and the inner limb are even the great, and even the gate of divinity could be used, could be the bodies of the shaman sacrifice in the jars. Could, could just be the body. Well, I don't know about that either, man, because are we, let me go look at here at where is it? The gate of divinity. Front gate divinity front. Okay. All right. So with the gate of divinity, right? I've looked at that thing, and there's one curious thing, and I've looked at it a lot, and I think it's mainly horn scent, unless you think that the shamans had horns. Boss also a horned Buddha ascended because it took their jilted blood. I don't know what that word is, bro. I see it as a giant as a pickling process. I used to eat a lot of pickles. See, there could be other people. There could be shamans in there, but that's a lot of horn scent. So with there being that many horn scent in there, that tells me that Mesmer built this, and the thing that we see, the image of Radagon becoming a god, is what we see in the trailer. Oh, another thing. Y'all know it bleeds, right? That's weird. It only bleeds in front. Over here it doesn't bleed. But Vivacious, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Shaman plus others. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely larger people. I think there was some couple of giants. Like this guy's huge. He was. Just imagine a culture where, not like 6-foot people walking around or 7-foot people, but like 9-10 foot people walking around, and even larger. That's a hell of a mix match. Oh, and there's like the rope thing here too, right? I don't know if anybody's ever seen that or seen a video where they take the camera up there and they show you like a rope. I saw this one video where they were saying that wasn't a rope. It was some type of snake skin. But if you're piling bodies up like that high, and I forget what it was. It was like some type of, I don't know, but I think they were using the rope to keep the bodies from spilling, to keep the shape, kind of like how you do a sausage. The rope was kind of like a casing. At one time, I thought it was a tree. It was two trees out that were eventually, if they weren't ruined and cut, they'd spiral like the talismans that we see in Lim and Ballarat. A berserk eclipse moment. This is. Man, I've never read Berserk. I've seen. I tried to watch the show. They're dumb. Or the animes are dumb. They don't make any sense. If you think America and Radagon and Mikla use the gate, or just Radagon and Mikla, just Radagon and Mikla. I don't think America used the gate. I believe there's more. There's probably more than one way to become a god. A giant sacrifice to attain divinity. Yeah. Oh man, it's already been 2 hours. Yeah, don't watch the the Berserk anime. Big mistake. It is. It is. I have tried. You're on, Greyjoy. Let's get these last comments out of here and call it a night. I guess the shape, it kind of looks like the rune of death. Well, the not the shape of the tree, but the shape that it creates, the silhouette of the light behind it, kind of. You wish you could enjoy reading mangas. I don't enjoy them. I don't. Nah, they're not for me. I used to read a lot of regular comic books or American comic books like Marvel and DC, but I grew out of those too. Especially when Jean Grey didn't get with Logan. I was like, I'm done. Story of my life. The redhead always picks the other guy. Wait, that bleeding too? Oh, is that a bug? Oh, wait. Are these wait a minute. Is that cloth? Are these people like wrapped in cloth or are they melted together? No, that's a cloth. That's a cloth. So is they brought like a whole bags of people? Wait. So that thing that we see Radigan pull the pieces of the Elden Ring out of the, because they're like rune arcs, right? Rune arcs are part of the Elden Ring. He pulls it out of the cloth. People said it was a knapsack or a cloth or whatever, or something, and I would definitely say that it is because look, all these people are wrapped together. So it can't be a snake guy. It can't be the Glowmite Queen. It can't be anything else. There's definitely, if they're stitching, because a lot of people say they're stitching on the edge, right? If we can find stitching in this cloth, then we've solved that mystery. If they put stitching in this cloth here, and maybe they didn't to keep the mystery going, but if it is a cloth, and it can't be like an egg or anything either. I mean, okay, so if the steps come down this way, and if Radigan or America, whichever you choose, was down here somewhere. Marvel redheads a trash. What? Don't talk bad about redhead. Gingers are a weakness. It seems possible to me there are 2 layers of organic materials at the gate. Probably Euron. What kind of reminds me of those flymen? Yes, that too. Euron. Have you seen Tarnished Archaeologist's video on this topic? No, I have not. Or I may have, but I don't remember it. Let me say that I do watch a lot of videos. There are huge. They are huge, like the dudes we fight with these circle blades. Yes, Laura says those dudes are the ones that couldn't make it to the point of turning into the statue dudes. Right. I'm gonna spend the next 2 hours looking at this. I'm gonna look for stitching. There it is. There it is. There's the stitching right there. No, I didn't see it. But that I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look for stitching. Wait, where does this begin? Anyways, so yeah, with that piece of, if you think it's not, if you think it's just golden thread, it's golden threaded, but I think it's a rune art, like what rune arts look like in world instead of in game, and if that is in there, that tells me the Elden Ring was already broken. It was already broken. All right, let's see. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking something so stupid just now. Oh, like I wish somebody would in game with a mod or something come in here and blow all this sand off, and then I was like, man, this ain't real sand. Anyways, I'll have to look on my free time. All right, it's 9 o'clock. It's past 9 o'clock. It's 20 after, ladies and gentlemen, everybody. Let's see. Let me just read the last comments here. What kind of target video? Blah blah. Okay, read that. They're huge, like the dude that I read that. He believes that there was a burial shroud involved here, and it's the best I've ever seen on the matter. Hey, I'll have to look it up. I have to remember if I saw it. There's a YouTuber named Madrigas really explained the crucible and how America became a god. Oh, I wonder. I'll have to look that up. I don't. His name sounds familiar. I may have seen a couple things or not. A modder might still be able to pull that off. And also maybe Calistral Elden Ring leaf blower. Yes, that's what we need. Blue and red spiral floor. Red. Oh, that's funny because I still read red as red, or I still understood it red as red, not as the past tense of read. Or yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we're gonna have the call-in show, the fifth one, I think, 5 weeks in a row of listeners calling in and sharing their ideas in person and asking questions, and me asking questions and having a conversation with the Golden Inquisitor and sharing ideas. Tomorrow's at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, or if you live in Texas time. So yeah, make sure you stop by tomorrow, 7 o'clock. And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to go. If you're new, I normally stream 7 to 9 because most of the time I got work in the morning. So, but it's Saturday. So everybody enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there, and we'll see y'all next time.